Hello, 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 and welcome to today's edition of Le Cheap Pop Podcast brought to you by First GenXers Broadcast Network right here on Twitch and YouTube. Now, guys, I think we've been through 90, what? This is episode 94. We've been through 93 episodes. I don't know if I have to introduce you anymore. You guys are just here because you guys are a part of the fabric of the show. So, guys, say hi to the co-hosts that I have, the men that are the fabric of the show, Mr. Rune Scryer, Mr. Saint. Welcome, as always.
Always.
So we're gonna dig. We're gonna dig right on in and jump right into some hot topic. What was it? I forget. That wasn't the melody for the hot topic.
Yeah, but I like that though. I like that.
Yeah. All right. So, first hot topic that we have today is that The Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender, the animated movie, I believe, correct? Yes.
Yep.
Has officially wrapped production and is set to release on Paramount Plus in October of this year. Gentlemen, are we excited to see the adventures of Aang and the boys as adults post-war?
And Katara. Yes.
And Katara, yes.
We are definitely excited to see that. And Toph. Don't forget Toph.
Yeah. And Toph.
She will shank you if you forget about her.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm definitely excited.
The boulder.
Yeah. Mick Foley was just on point with that.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. For those of you who don't know, when they were doing the earthbending WWE arena fights, and she was going up against the Boulder, it was Mick Foley imitating The Rock, and he did it perfectly.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Sasha Lee?
Hey.
69. Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you as always.
But apparently, there's an entire section of Nickelodeon Studios dedicated to purely Avatar now. It's called Avatar Studios.
Well, I can see that because if you look at it, Avatar became one of their biggest and best-selling IPs of the past 35 years or so.
Absolutely.
When it came to Nickelodeon,
it's headed by the two guys who created Avatar, Brian D. Montero and I can't remember their names offhand.
But the two showrunners from the original show.
Yeah, the two creators and showrunners.
Yeah.
And of course, we've also got Avatar Seven Havens.
Oh, the new Avatar.
Which is going to be about the Avatar after Korra.
After Korra. I think people are a little hard on Korra, but we can get to that another time. But Saint, your thoughts on the release of this movie, and are you looking forward to it?
Absolutely. What?
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. That's there's no question. There's absolutely no question. We want the real. Definitely want to keep the real deal intact this time. Okay, like there's
the Netflix live action series has been doing well.
Yes.
Much better than M. Night Shyamalan's.
We
don't discuss him.
There was no war in Mossy.
Yeah,
But you gotta have love for an animation with Eastern aesthetics and Eastern respect for Eastern culture, where each of the bending styles they use the moves from actual martial arts. Each bending style is an actual real world martial art.
I can honestly say that was one of the biggest selling points for me that solidified like my love for that series. Because and here's the kicker for all the viewers: understand, like we were in our 20s and 30s. It's not like we were teenagers or in junior high when Avatar: The Last Airbender came out. Like we were all in our 20s and 30s, and that show still had impact.
Yep.
Like I still watched every week. I still look forward to new episodes because the story was just that interesting. I
There
watched it. I
is.
rewatched the entire series with my daughter about 6 months ago, and again, still enjoyed every episode and every moment, every
Yeah,
clip.
I think I binged it. I think I binged it like a couple of years ago. Like,
Yeah.
completing
Yeah.
the whole thing, and it was just like whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's worth it every few years to go back and rewatch it. It has that replayability. All
Just because
right,
it's
so
mid series does not mean it's only for kids.
yeah, that is not one of those series. Like the adult overtones in that show are through the roof. Like
Yeah.
the only one that I see higher from Nickelodeon, I hate to say this, is SpongeBob. It's like watch about 3 episodes of SpongeBob and you understand what I mean. There's way too many adult overtones for the target audience for that show. Anyway, all right. So the next subject up is Marvel Studios and Sony reportedly want to make a Spider-Man and Wolverine crossover movie. I don't know if I like the idea of Sony being a part of anything. Now, if this is Sony saying we give Marvel the
Yeah.
creative freedom to create a Spider-Man and Wolverine crossover, then I'm down for this. But
Right.
if Sony's gonna have anything to do with it, they're like the poison touch. They're like poison ivy. Like
If it's Sony only, yeah, we're not dealing with that. But
Well,
this sounds like it's going to be Sony and Marvel getting together, just like Spidey in the MCU and all those appearances.
okay. Well, would you want to see a Spider-Man and Wolverine movie, Saint?
that's in question, and the only reason, because I really wasn't 100% too keen on the original Spider-Man and Wolverine
Comic.
versus. Yeah,
Yeah.
that I was kind of on the fence about that, but
But what if they did a movie?
if there's a good story, if there's a good story behind it, and there's a reason why Spider-Man would truly team up with Wolverine, besides
Yeah.
video game aesthetics, then yeah.
I just want to see the scene when Spidey and Logan were both members of the Avengers living in Avengers Tower, and Logan comes out in the morning. He's got his cup of coffee. He's got his stogie. He's smoking, and Aunt May and Mary Jane are living with Peter in Avengers Tower. And Aunt May just goes right up to Logan and says, "No smoking in here," and grabs the cigar out of his mouth and extinguishes it in the cup of coffee. And
Uh-uh.
Logan just says, "Yes, ma'am," and walks away.
Aw. That would be a great one. That would be
Yeah.
a great one. Remember, in the MCU, my Aunt May is dead, so it also depends on what
Well, but we're
point
also
in time
getting.
frame they do the movie.
We now also have Brand New Day,
Yeah,
so
true.
we'll see how that all works in.
But yeah, I know I'd be excited. I know I'd be excited.
Because it's
Just because not necessarily because of Spider-Man and Wolverine, but just seeing, like I said, you give me a buddy cop type movie with think okay, this is going to be really an extreme version of what I'm talking about. But think Hitman's Bodyguard, the chemistry between Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
Imagine that type of
Okay, I
chemistry
can see
between
that.
Tom Holland and Hugh Jackman as
or
Wolverine.
whoever they may be getting to be new Wolverine. We don't know
Right.
yet.
But yeah, so
yeah,
like yeah, oh yeah,
it's
it
always
depends on what you
great
say.
to have. It's always great to have Logan being the straight man to the comedic partner.
Right, right. And with Tom and the way Tom Holland plays Spider-Man, it's more of unintentionally comedic. Like I think for him it's intentional, but I think the way that he plays it is unintentionally. Like he does shit and he's like, "Oh, okay, my bad."
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? And you can get a lot of those moments playing off of Logan.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
So our final subject of the day is a recent announcement by the crew today with Firefly. And we have been confirmed what day?
Right out of Awesome Con in Washington, D.C., Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk did a live recording of their Once Were Spacemen podcast, where they announced before the audience with the entire surviving crew, minus the late great Ron Glass, that they are working on an animated Firefly series that will take place between the end of the TV show and the movie Serenity. So that's how we're going to be able to get everybody involved, including Wash. Apparently, Book, after the end of the series, will be going off to his retreat. But everyone is still in. Jewel State, Morena Baccarin, Summer Glau.
Terminator Girl.
What?
Terminator Girl. I know she's not originally from Terminator. I know she's originally from Firefly. But
Terminator. The guy who played Simon, and also Adam Baldwin. So the entire surviving crew is going to be back doing this animated series. Now, what's got me really excited and hopeful about this, besides the fact that, hey, more Firefly is pretty much always good.
Yes.
Both Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk. I mean, we know Alan Tudyk, but they both have done extensive voice acting. They have contacts in that world with the top level. Okay.
Yeah.
Nathan Fillion did a great job in Justice League Unlimited voicing Vigilante, Greg Saunders Vigilante, the cowboy, in there. But they have these contacts with the top industry professionals in voice actors, top industry professionals in animation showrunners, top industry professionals in animation direction. Also, with the Fox buyout, Disney owns the Firefly series outright.
Okay.
As far as I understand, Serenity, the movie, that was Universal got partial rights to the movie because of the distribution deal they worked out with Fox over it. So, unless Universal, their rights extend from the contract into the Firefly TV series, this is a straight up Disney production.
Okay.
So
I trust Disney Animated. Like that. They rarely let me down.
So the only thing right now is I'll have links on our Facebook page right after the show. But our captain, Nathan Fillion himself, is trying to boost the signal on Facebook and trying to show that, yes, there is interest, massive interest in this as a revival, so that you can, do proof of audience to the higher ups to produce it.
To show that maybe we can get another movie or another TV or a continuation of the TV show.
You can't stop the signal.
Yep. Hey, the signal is what brought Scrubs back. And that show has been pretty good. Like, that show has been pretty damn good. All right, y'all. So that's going to close us out for Hot Topics. Stay tuned because we jump next into... Anyway,
you got issues, man.
All right.
Issues.
Yes, I do. But at least I own it.
Oh, damn it, I forgot to sing the Firefly theme song when I was doing that announcement. Oh, well. I'll spare these gentlemen my musical stylings.
All right. Yes, please. No. All right. So first up
Don't put your
is a story about Spider-Man. Brand new day website launches and a link to the upcoming trailer has been discovered.
Yep.
It's a rather interesting story. The way they have a website, and I guess evidently there's a hidden spot in the website where you can go click and go get the newest trailer.
Yeah.
But why hide it?
Exactly.
Like I don't understand why hide it. Like it should be that button should be right on the front of the webpage. Like as soon as you pop it up, oh look, new trailer.
Because of the anticipation and all of these fucking AI wannabe videos that's usually done for clickbait.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a very good reason and an official true trailer. Because everybody's trying to do all these AI trailers, and sadly, it's just not working. It's just
I agree.
Yeah.
It's, it really sucks. So, but
what's up?
we'll figure out how to link to that trailer and pull the trailer out and put it on our Facebook page. But looks like the director for Brand New Day is the increasingly reliable Destin Daniel Creighton, who burst onto the MCU scene with Shang-Chi.
Okay.
And has done quite a few other MCU projects, such as oh, come on. Let's see his projects. Wonder Man. He was one of the producers, did some of the direction. And Wonder Man, yes. So, he's been doing it. And he's very excited about it, saying directing Spider-Man was one of the roles of a lifetime for me. And all the creatives involved when I came on board wanted to do something that felt different. Of course, it's still the Spider-Man that everyone loves, but this is a new chapter in his life, and that tonal shift was something that was really exciting to me. It felt different, and it was an extremely gratifying experience. So,
nice.
We got plenty of people that we trust on this. Definitely giving it a look when we can.
Okay.
For sure. All right.
Definitely
so the next story up comes out of the Street Fighter movies, the ones that are so accurate for people just randomly fighting on street. No, well, say I guess some of the newest. I'm trying to find some of the pictures, but the newest pictures of the people in their gear as their characters, it looks pretty realistic. Like I'll say it like this: I saw a lot of people, and this is how I kind of launch our discussion on this. I saw a lot of people dogging Roman Reigns about how he was going to play Akuma. When I personally saw the look there from day one, you tease up his hair a little bit, you give him the big fucking the big bolo fucking like those big ball necklace thing, and he's got the shoulders to wear it.
Yep.
And I think that's going to look badass.
Excuse me. Pictures of Mr. Cody Rhodes with the hair extensions for that flat top playing Guile.
You mean Raheem Rhodes?
But but they also got the stamp of approval from game director Takayuki Nakayama, who was the game director for Street Fighter V and Street Fighter VI. And he gave the stamp of approval for everything on all the costumes and the looks.
Oh, snap. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, in the building, we have the one and only business diva, the business warrior diva, the one and only Miss Toy in the building. representing the lovely radio show and representing the Collective Limited. What's going on, lady? How you doing?
What's up,
How
Miss
you
Story?
Good
doing,
to
man?
see you.
Welcome to the show. Good to see
All
you.
right. Because we do love all of our fans and our associates, and we try to give them shout outs when we can.
All right. So, but yeah, so I'm kind of juiced about this Street Fighter movie. The more I
Yeah.
see of it,
Hmm.
the only
As
thing that's left,
As long as 50 Cent doesn't keep it petty.
50 Cent gonna change it to $1 playing Balrog.
Yeah,
uh-uh.
that's crazy. But he looks,
So,
he kind of looks,
real quick,
he looks like himself.
real quick, like 3-second tangent. Was driving my daughter and her friends to the mall yesterday, and or back home from the mall, and she tells me that they all have spoons, and so I try to describe to her this guy named the Tick who ran around in his blue uniform, and he would randomly run around and just scream spoons, and she was like, yeah, he'd have a spoon. He goes spoons. I was like, no, see, that's the crazy thing about it. No, he didn't have a spoon. He would just, before he charged
That
in
was
the
just
battle,
his
he
battle
would
cry.
just spoon.
Well,
Yeah, it was
Kevin,
just his battle cry.
Kevin, you have failed as a parent, not showing her the animated series and the Patrick Warburton series and
The
the
live
Netflix
action.
or the Amazon series. Okay,
Oh,
those
we'll
are
get
all
there. We'll get
required
there.
of you for raising
We'll
a
get
nerd.
there.
Hey, it was required watching during the 90s.
She doesn't know the glory of Batman
She introduced me to what is it, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the newer one.
Right.
I forget what it's called. The new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's all right. And then also she tipped me onto an anime called Spy Family. That
Spy
turned
Family?
out to be really good. Yeah,
Yeah, that's fun.
yeah, it's been pretty good. Anyway, all right. So the next the next article up, saying you might have a thing or two to say about, and that is Supergirl breaks DC's greatest rule with the radical new costume. A brand new suit that shatters one of DC's most ironclad Kryptonian rules. Wherever there's kryptonite, Kryptonians are in for some serious hard times. Thanks to this new armor, though, Kara Zor-El finally overcome her most infamous and long-standing weakness.
Okay.
The most recent comic of Supergirl, number 10. She head over heels in love with the ear-wearing hottie, or so Kara thinks.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, that title is complete clickbait.
Yeah.
Because
why is that?
we're just going to ignore the multiple times that Superman had anti-kryptonite armor wearing across comic books, across animated series.
Fair enough.
He does have that. Second, it's not a permanent thing. The article even goes into it in that it's limited time duration. She'll have invulnerability kryptonite. It's a force field that wears off.
Okay.
It runs out of power. So it's not like she can just keep going all day, in the kryptonite mine.
What? She's the next Captain America. I can do it all day. Let's go.
That's crazy work, man. That's crazy work.
That is.
Yeah.
Any thoughts, Saint, before we move
on? The only way I'm feeling is the same way Rune's Crier is. It's like, why? And what for? And it's pretty much clickbait because somebody's going to read and be like, wait a minute, she's got what? Yeah. And then somebody's going to write a 3-page thesis on why.
Not somebody. Somebody's going to have a bot and AI do that for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But good luck, Chat GPT.
Here's the other thing. This is in the comic book, and as you said, the earring wearing hottie who has nefarious interests. This is Kara getting gaslit by the bad boy. So it's not so much about having something that makes her invulnerable to kryptonite. It's her getting gaslit by a guy that everyone is saying, he's just not right for you, Kara. He's not a good guy. Okay? So
one says it, two say three said, yeah. Anyway, all right. So, yeah, we'll see. Like you said, it's a limited time only, so it will go away, and she'll be back to her kryptonite weakened self. I guess. But this says in the article, it did say something about pink kryptonite.
Yeah,
I guess
we don't talk about pink kryptonite. Okay.
Anyway,
that's color
right.
kryptonite that literally in the comics when it showed up, Clark started talking like an interior decorator, a stereotypical interior decorator, if you understand my meaning.
Oh my God. Yes, I do.
Jimmy, that's a swell bow tie you're wearing. And that haircut. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Saint knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't need
Yeah. No, it just goes back to those comics, back to delete.
All right, fellas.
Okay.
Delete. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Matt Hardy. Anyway. All right. So the next subject up in Pop Culture Corner is Marvel drops a massive tease for X-Men 97 Season 2. And it's not that they dropped a teaser trailer, y'all. They're dropping a limited edition comic series.
Yep.
That will drop prior to X-Men Season 2. And ironically, it's called X-Men 97 Season 2. Yep. And it will evidently, according to the article, it will fill in the gap between the end of Season 1 of X-Men 97 and the beginning of Season 2 when it releases. And so I guess that's awesome though.
Yeah.
I guess that's awesome that they would give you I think to me this is one of the key epitome of how I envision back in the day when X-Men was originally out. This is how I envisioned the comics and the animated series interacting with each other. Mm-hmm. There's comics based off of storylines that you saw in the animated series, and maybe an episode or two that was maybe a 3-episode arc, but then you go on to the comics because there's more to that story.
Right.
And I've always thought it would be a great way of storytelling to engage young minds and old alike in both the animated series and the comic books, kind of all at the same time.
Right.
What are you guys' thoughts? What do you guys think of that?
Dave?
Is this something that would interest you like that? Yeah.
Well,
with the way that they dropped at the end of X-Men 97.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll actually have to get the book and read it, because sometimes the continuity with these series that was kind of like the Crisis on the Infinite Earths with the Arrowverse. There were other things that were going on in other stories that was going on, and it wasn't even worth mentioning, at that point, that there were other universes and so forth. So it's like,
I was gonna say, they also hindered themselves with Crisis on the Arrowverse because they limited it to 5 episodes. Like Crisis's story literally could have been told over half a season using all 5 shows that they have, which was I think Black Lightning, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, Flash, and then was it Supergirl too?
Yeah.
At that time. So all 5 they could have used a half a season or 12 episodes from each one of those shows to tell the story correctly of Crisis over a whole season, but they limited themselves to 5 episodes. I think that's why there's a lot of stories that were out there that didn't get told. It's because they it's kind of like trying to crunch a 500-page book into a 2-hour movie. Like you're not going to get everything in. There's going to be huge chunks left out. Think Interview with a Vampire. Like there's huge chunks left out of that movie compared to the book. But that's just because if they tried to do everything in the book, it would have been like almost a 4-hour movie. But sorry, I just was thinking about what you were saying. Anyway, but yeah, so
like a 4-hour Justice League movie.
Yeah, thanks, Zack Snyder. Like, I'm sorry. Here's the thing about it. No offense to Zack Snyder. Well, no offense to Zack Snyder. No offense to DC. Okay, but by hour 2 of that 4-hour extravaganza, I genuinely didn't care whether or not Darkseid won it. I just wanted it to be over. Can we get to the climax? Can it just be done? Because it was after about the first 2.5 hours, it just was no longer entertaining.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that as it was a bad movie. I'm just saying like he drug out a bunch of shit that didn't need to be drug out. He could have told the story in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And it would have been just as exciting.
I have the same feeling with Peter Jackson's Hobbit trilogy.
Yeah, that could have been one movie there, Peter.
Turning what Rankin Bass did in 90 minutes into what, a total of like 9 hours. That's got to do the stretch.
They say you got to get your stretches in before you exercise, right?
Well, I mean, how many movies were there? Because there were 3 movies, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was you had the Unexpected Journey, the Lord of the Rings, but then you had the Hobbit, but then you had the Return of the King, right?
Well, okay, both Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit were 3 movie series. So Lord of the Rings was 3 books. Okay.
No. I know that. I'm talking about the animated.
Oh, the animated?
Weren't there 3? Yeah, there were 3.
There were multiple adaptations because the rights were all effed up back then.
But I meant just for the rank. But what I meant just meant Rankin Bass.
Rankin Bass did the Hobbit, and then
he did Return of the King too.
Right. Rankin Bass also did Return of the King, but Ralph Bakshi got the rights to do Fellowship of the Ring.
Got it.
Which was beautiful. As pretty much all Ralph Bakshi animation is, just that it didn't get funded properly and they had to do a lot of rotoscoping, and so they had to rotoscope over World War II footage. So the orcs and the Dark Riders were literally Nazis.
Interesting.
And then the rights got transferred back to Rankin Bass, and they did Return of the King.
Okay.
So it's
all right.
It's very muddled.
I'll say, now I can tell. Like I was lost just listening. All right. So final subject. Don't really know how this ended up in Pop Culture Corner, but it's here. We're here. Why not? Evidently, it's official. GTA 6 Online will be unplayable for millions of gamers. Luckily, none of them will be in the U.S. from what I see. It's looking like it's going to be Australia. Their new age verification system is going to lock out a bunch of players down there. And I feel sorry for them. Come to the U.S. Use a VPN. Make it think you're in the U.S.
Yeah, it's still, it's GTA 3, which is, it's fine. I'm just more, as down as I get on Ubisoft, I like Watch Dogs better for that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'll say this because I've played the majority of the GTA games and the story, and a lot of it is satire. A lot of it is, clashing on on cultures and stuff like that. I'm expecting some extra shit when this new one comes out. But
I mean,
yeah, we already know about Australia because that's the same thing that was happening with GTA San Andreas as well.
mhm.
Okay, and the hot coffee mod and all that other kind of stuff. So yeah, yeah,
I mean, it's not going to be extra like Saints Row extra extra.
Yeah. Nah, it ain't gonna be that bad. Let me see.
you never know.
Mm,
You never know.
true.
Yeah.
True.
And there are mods. There are always mods if you're on PC to make you be a superhero in just about any game. I think they even had like a Superman mod for GTA 3. I
Three.
think maybe GTA 4.
Uh,
So
it kills me, man. I tell you. I tell you. All right. So that we have wrapped up the corner, y'all.
can I add one thing? One quick little mention.
Sure.
Okay, gentlemen, you're fans of Mask, I believe. Mobile Armored
Mask like
Strike
that.
Command.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, it's now official that writer Brandon Easton is continuing Mask in the IDW Energon universe, tied in with GI Joe and Transformers, and
Nice.
Matt Tracker is still black.
Okay.
Nice. Nice. Let's
Yeah.
Okay.
go. Let's go. I'm here for that.
So
Right
that's
on.
hidden stands this week or next week is the brand new Mask #1 for Skybound. Yeah, Skybound's
Stop.
Energon. IDW was the former publisher.
Okay.
Comes up.
All right.
Yeah.
So, guys, that will close us out for the pop culture corner for this week. Thank you. Shout out to everybody who has been joining us. Again, after the break, it'll be a shortened break. I think it's only 3 minutes at this point instead of the normal 5.
Yeah.
So we are doing 3 minutes, and we will be back as soon as this thing pops up. And I think, come on, you know you want to. There you go. All right, y'all. We'll see you guys on the flip side of the break. We'll be back. Peace.
We back at it. Yup, we still doing it. Poetic beat. First GenXers. Gia. Let's get it, y'all. Come on. We back in the building. It's been a long time cooking in the soup kitchen. And I'm chilling with the same. Dropping these beats, won't stop, nope, I can't. Let me get up in the lab, turn it up. Game on with the first GenXers, what's up? Let's flip on the Switch or the Xbox and get up in my zone, I'm clowning. Let me clear my throat for a minute. Shout out to my folks while I'm in it. It ain't nothing but love, it's babe business. I really don't know what's so who ain't feeling this. And this is only the beginning. Now versus then, this is something for the chillin'. Poetic got the joints like McDonald's. I'm loving it. It's the first gen. We're now rocking with Poetic Beats. This is the first GenXers production. Get your PlayStations out. Get your Xbox out. Get your Switch out. Let's get it in, y'all. Holla back.
You got to keep it. You got to keep it lovely. You got to keep it. Keep it. You got to keep it lovely.
Success comes right after the struggle. I ain't even giving up on whatever I wanted. The tragedies I've seen, I can't even stomach. Most of y'all weak as shit and would've started running. Every time I make it back to the crib, I'm thankful the Most High let me see all of it. Grateful I'm lovely, and I'm being real with this. Please don't judge me. I'ma stay on my shit. I'ma
Adam's family like dynamic between Pugsley and Wednesday. Like,
Yeah.
very true.
Yeah.
Well, I always temper this because I think
I did not like the perceived and caution tagline.
I've also seen what Chase Center looks like when the Valkyries are fucking playing, so fuck all of you. Because Chase Center is packed no matter what's going on.
all right, and we are back.
All right.
And on this side of the break, we normally like to kick off with a little we get to talk some wrestling.
Yeah.
We are, like I said, like we said last week, we have officially begun our road to WrestleMania.
Yep.
All of the main matches are beginning to take shape. Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill. Looks like who won the number one contenders match? I forgot who it was. For Bailey. Bailey versus AJ Lee.
Yep.
Let's see. That's not at Mania though. I think that's going to be next week actually.
Yeah.
But in general, like everything's shaping up. Cody versus Randy, So we're gonna open up with Raw talk, and we're gonna start out for the first time with not what we opened with originally on the show, but the Judgment Day betrayal that came much later.
Oh yes, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that I love about the Judgment Day as a group is that it's constantly evolving. No matter what, it's constantly evolving. Every few years they drop some people. Remember, for those of you who don't understand the lineage, I'll run it down to you real quick. It started out as Edge, Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley. Then Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley turned on Edge when they brought Finn Balor into the group.
Yeah.
And then it was Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley. Then they brought in JD McDonough. Then JD McDonough brought in Liv Morgan, I believe. No, brought in Dominic Mysterio. And they brought in Dominic Mysterio. Then after they brought in Dominic Mysterio, Liv Morgan started sniffing around.
Yep.
And
Hey, wait a
Rhea,
minute. What about R-Truth, man? What about R-Truth?
the unofficial member of the Judgment Day, huh? And then we get to where we are now with Finn, JD, Dominic, and Rhea, and not Rhea, but
Liv and Raquel,
Liv and Raquel and
Roxanne.
Roxanne.
Yeah.
But now we can remove Finn from that because he finally had enough of Dom running his mouth.
Right.
And went to go give it to Dom, but his own best friend turned on him and JD McDonough.
I loved Finn's speech to Dom. It's like, I'm thinking that maybe your father's right and you're just a spoiled little bitch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I saw one of the dirt sheets call Judgment Day the eternal chaos machine for WWE.
Mhm.
They are the eternal shit stirrers, and I don't question that. That's what they are, and that actually helps me see them in a different light. And it's like, yeah, okay, I can see that. And so the big question for me is, what's going to happen with Finn now? Are they going to push him solo?
Well, yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
But well, there's also rumors that he may be getting help from either the Good Brothers, who have recently appeared on WWE TV during the Monday Night Raw for AJ Styles' retirement, and there's been talk that Tama Tonga may come over because him and Finn are good friends. Maybe Shinsuke Nakamura. They have respect for each other. They like each other, so who knows? But I think he's not gonna form another thing, but he'll just kind of like Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley formed an alliance to fight back against Judgment Day. He'll find somebody to form an alliance with to fight back, and yeah.
It'll still have scary results regardless.
Yeah.
Now,
but I think I agree with you that the Judgment Day will bring chaos in the same way that the Wyatt family, the Wyatt Six, bring chaos on SmackDown, and we'll get to that in a second.
Here's a possibility. Okay, with Dom dropping the IC title to Penta, and I'm predicting that he's going to lose the Mega Campeon belt to his dad at Mania. But with the way that WWE is pushing their alliance with AAA, I think they could bring in the Judgment Day. They could bring in Omos.
Bring in who?
Omos.
Omos. Yeah. I can see that.
Especially because dropping kayfabe, Liv Morgan is married to Omos.
I actually fact checked that a few days ago. I was thinking the same thing about things. I was telling a friend of mine about the size difference between the two of them, and come to find out that she, according to her and every article that's out there, she is still currently single and is not engaged or in a relationship with anybody.
I was going off of Liv's Wikipedia entry.
No, was it? Yeah. I don't know. They maybe she's gotten married to him. I don't know. I saw the wedding picture, but when I went to go look it up again, everything I found said she was still single.
Okay, who knows?
Who knows?
It's the world of WWE.
No,
but bringing him up would be interesting. Would add an interesting dynamic to
Wikipedia. Has citable
Wikipedia is always but still Wikipedia sometimes be sketchy.
Yeah. So that's
all right. So the next storyline that was kind of funny and a great storyline that happened on Raw this week is Seth Rollins and his mind games.
God, that was beautiful.
With not only Adam Pearce, but with Logan Paul and Austin Theory.
Yeah.
As he had like
it was literally, getting back to the Tick. It was Tick versus the Ninjas. Those wacky ninjas.
Oh man.
Literally like a dozen local pro guys from where were they at on Monday? It wasn't Seattle, was it?
No.
Yeah. But
it was somewhere. I think it was somewhere on the west, but I can't remember.
Maybe Tucson, I think.
It was Phoenix. No.
Yeah.
Sorry, Friday night was in Phoenix. My bad.
Yeah. But anyway, they had like a dozen local scene guys dressed up as the Masked Man literally playing shell games in the ring, trying, who's Seth Rollins? Who is he? Where is he? Can you follow the Seth Rollins? Just all moving around. And, Logan Paul is all like, what the fuck? And then, of course, Logan Paul and Austin Theory trying to talk tough. And, we'll beat all your asses down. Blah, 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 blah. And it was like, okay, who are you going for first? Huh? And then add into the chaos at the end of the bit, L.A. Knight, gets involved, coming into the entrance down there and starts doing 2-on-1 against Austin Theory and Logan Paul.
Till the Usos come out. Which is huge because they played a big part later on in the show. And we will definitely get to that right now.
Because afterwards, it looked like the Usos were leaving. Jackie Redmond comes up, tries to get a word. It's like, you guys have anything to say about what CM Punk said last week to Roman Reigns? And Jay's like, no, man, we ain't got nothing to say. Doing his Jay, we ain't got nothing to say, man. And
he's doing the best version of himself.
Right, exactly.
He is a very volatile young man.
Emotional.
That is ready to blow at any point.
And then Jim said, hold up. Yeah, I think maybe we do have something to say. We'll check later. And leads Jay off further back instead of leaving.
Now, there were only 3 matches on Raw. Some people complained about that. I didn't. I thought they were all quality matches. I thought the stuff that came in between was quality as well. But that's just my thought process. But the first match that came up was the women's gauntlet match.
Right, which was fantastic.
To see who will face AJ Lee, I guess this week or tomorrow on Monday Night Raw for the women's IC title that she won from Becky Lynch at Elimination Chamber. I thought it was a hell of a match, especially Raquel Rodriguez and
Raquel did great in there, and all the quote unquote sidekicks played their part. Liv came in to do a distraction for Raquel to just brutalize Io Sky on the apron
before Stephanie Vaquer comes out. And beats her to the back.
Kairi Sane did a great job as a distraction for Asuka, and gave Asuka the pin over Raquel, I think, or did Bayley? And then
I want to say.
Because it was Bayley versus Asuka as the final match, the final matchup, and Kairi tried.
Hold on. This is wrong. Bayley earned the shot against AJ Lee, not Io Sky.
Io Sky got So, but Asuka and Bayley are the last 2. Kairi tries to mess with Bayley on the side while Asuka's distracting the ref. And then here comes Lyra and delivers some smackdown to Kairi outside the ring.
Yes, she does. As Kairi Sane tried to cheat her way.
Help
Asuka cheat her way into the match.
And Bayley gets the rose plant and the win on some fantastic maneuvering.
That leads us. The rose, that's what it's called, man.
It's just like, that's just a hell of a name. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the rose plant.
For sure.
So, and backstage, Lyra's all happy for Bayley. Everyone's good friends and everything, and all happy. And Asuka, of course, shouting and abusing Kyrie, and you hate to see it. I hope at one of the PLEs that the split in the Kabuki Warriors is finally going to happen, and Io rescues Kyrie, and Kyrie comes over to Io's side and forms a new Kabuki Warriors with Io Sky.
Really?
I'll say it like this. I don't necessarily know if they're going to go that far.
Yeah.
But I know that especially Triple H loves Kairi Sane.
Oh yeah.
Like her work in ring. I think this is setting up. I think we've seen Asuka get progressively more
Toxic.
violent and more toxic with her. So I think that split is coming soon. We've got like 4 weeks, 5 weeks till WrestleMania.
Yeah, we'll see
I
how
think that
all
split
that
is coming soon, and it'll lead to probably a WrestleMania match between Asuka and Kairi Sane, where Asuka puts her over.
I would love that. That would be great. I just said PLE simply because I don't know. Who knows what the overall plans are for WrestleMania outside of the main events at this point. But
so
I could see it on one of those days.
Yeah,
I could definitely see it on one of those days. Hey, Canary.
Hey.
I see. Oh, I'll say. So what do you think? What do you think of the Bailey AJ Lee matchup? You basically got what are two super faces going against each other. Before we move on to the Intercontinental title match, the men's Intercontinental title match.
I think that it's good. I think it's going to be a great grappling match. It's not going to be a powerhouse match. It's not going to be a lot of high flying, but it's going to be lots of fast-paced grappling because that's what those two do best.
Sounds good. Saint, any thoughts?
Hey, listen, I'll just say this. It'll be great for TV. Definitely going to be that. It'll definitely be great just to watch these two finally. This is like one of these matches that really could just make its way for this WrestleMania. Like this is one of these WrestleMania matches that not in WrestleMania, but it's just right there. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be, I think it's going to be a nice little event.
And there's a 99.99% chance that Becky's going to interfere.
Yeah, I
probably.
I can see that.
All right.
Triple threat.
A couple of that would be pretty awesome. So
that would be great. Yeah.
Here we go. Penta defended in what was a great match, his Intercontinental title against El Grande Americano. But he was supposed to face El Grande Americano.
Original.
But he didn't end up facing him, and we still don't know why.
Yes.
And we ended up getting
Danhausen cursed.
El Grande Americano.
Yeah, Danhausen cursed El Grande Americano Original. So El Grande Americano Extra Crispy, or as I'm going to refer to him, Das Grosse American, because we all know who that one is. Stepped in and tried to get one over on Penta, and Penta, as always, fantastic maneuverability.
100%.
Yeah.
And I was happy. I'll put it to you like this. I like the fact that they are booking Penta strong, taking him into WrestleMania as the IC champ. Good. He should be beating everybody he comes across at this point. He's done the up and down thing. He's waited so long. This is the title that Penta wanted from the time he came into WWE. I'm not saying the WWE Championship doesn't mean anything to him. I'm pretty sure he'd probably love to win it. But I don't know if it means as much to him as the Intercontinental title as it has meant, according to him.
Right, because first winner of the IC title was Rey Mysterio, who's Penta's idol.
The first Mexican-born winner of the IC title was
you're right.
Rey Mysterio.
Sorry.
The first person to ever win the IC title was Pat Patterson.
Okay.
Back in like the 1960s, I want to say.
Okay.
1950s.
Yeah.
But all right, so,
60s.
Yeah.
60s, all right.
1950s.
So
Yeah.
the final subject brings us back to the opening segment of the show.
Oh, wait a
Oh,
minute.
no, sorry. We won't
Yeah.
skip this one. We had Obafemi debut in his match against Rusev. And it was a hell of a match.
Quick,
A hell
but
of a match.
Oba handled business.
Yep.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
I thought the ring would fall apart with all that kind of tension jumping off. Man. Like,
I'll
he was
say
like
this.
smacking the shit out of him.
This win by Obafemi makes me believe that most likely Obafemi is going to be the one to answer the Brock Lesnar challenge at WrestleMania.
I could see that.
But according to all the dirt sheets, Brock is not willing to do the job for Oba. But I don't know. Brock's put over many other young guys before, including Keith Lee, when he was making his big bump. Brock put him over.
Yeah.
You know, like, so I don't see why Brock would refrain from putting this kid over. But
one last thing. Speaking of getting over, the young OG. God, why am I blanking on his name?
Javante Evans.
Yeah, Javante Evans. Yeah, backstage at Raw, and getting the pitch from I think that was Xavier Woods from the New Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
Kofi Kingston.
Oh, it was Kofi Kingston. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, getting the pitch from Kofi Kingston to be with Grayson Waller just standing there by the side.
Yeah.
And, who's an unofficial member of the New Day, but Kofi's pitching a full membership into the New Day to Javon Evans. And he's like, don't answer now. Just think about it. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
You need people in your corner.
Yep. I would love to see him being a part of the New Day. I think that shit would be awesome.
Yeah.
All right. You got something to say against
Maybe.
this?
No, I'm just thinking
against
maybe that would be. I mean, it would be a big difference without Big E in there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know. It would have to. The power of positivity would have to be positively believable.
Mm-hmm.
No, for real. No, because you got to understand, Big E. Whoever was to come behind Big E. That's a big. That's a big energy thing because think about it when he comes onto the front and he says, feel the power, with because his voice was big and New Day he actually moved it.
Yeah, I think that Javon has the chops to do that and fill that role. I don't
know if he has. I don't know if anybody has the chops to fill the role, but I think he would make a good. I think he would make a good additional member to the New Day.
Yeah,
I don't think he needs to fill Big E's role in order to be able to be a member of the New Day.
He's not going to replace Big E, but he can fill that slot that Big E had in being the hype man in there, and getting
I don't
the
even
crowd.
think you need him to do that. I think they're a different type of group now where they don't really need a hype man.
Yeah.
Like I get it. And then maybe this is just dissonance from the fact that it's been years since Big E was even on screen as a member of the New Day.
Yeah.
So I just don't think that they need to replace. I don't think the goal should be at any point to try to replace Big E. Big E is irreplaceable.
Mm-hmm.
But could Javante Evans add to the dynamic that Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, Grayson Waller, and him already have? I think yes.
Yeah.
I think he could definitely add to it, even if it's essentially in a way to push Grayson Waller out the group and give the group a new look. You know, to give Grayson Waller gets jealous of him, decides to quit out because he doesn't want to, you know,
Right.
he doesn't feel respected or whatever you want to say, whatever the storyline you want to do.
Yeah.
You know,
said
but
it
do I
much
see
better
him
than I did.
ever? Do I see anybody ever replacing Big E? No, Big E was one of one in every way.
Yeah.
So it's like you're not going to replace him, but could somebody come in and add to what the New Day already have? Yeah. I think he definitely could. All right.
Well,
I can believe that.
okay.
So as I was talking about full circle before,
Yeah.
the end of Raw brought us from the beginning of Raw. The last we saw Jimmy and Jey Uso, they had decided they had something to say to CM Punk. CM Punk came out, said his spiel, and then he was joined by the Usos.
Well, he got about what 15, 30 seconds into his he got a couple minutes into his promo before the Usos came out. And he was right on the verge of saying that, yeah, I took that too far. I went down to Roman Reigns level. And the way the promo was done, with Jay coming on all strong and saying, "You gotta apologize, man. You better apologize right now." And the vibe from Punk was that I'm getting to the apology, but you know, the way you're coming at me right now, no, I'm not going to apologize for it anymore. And the way he twisted what the apology was.
Saint, any thoughts?
Well, not really on this one. Not on this end. I mean,
I'll say it like this. Go ahead.
Not on that one. Not really formed an opinion on that particular point. No.
Yeah.
CM Punk is a shit stirrer. It's what he does. Was the apology ever coming? I doubt it, because he doesn't feel bad. And considering when you look at the character, and you look at the definition or the first needed part of an apology, of giving an apology, is that you have to feel remorse.
Right.
You have to feel remorse for what you said or what you did. When has CM Punk ever felt remorse for what he said or what he did?
I think that
in both runs of his career, absolutely.
I think he has regrets now.
Yeah,
but in general, at the time in which he did it, he had no regrets. He had
no regrets, but on reflection, and in his promo, he did have regrets because of his long association with the Anoa'i family. And especially, you know, Sitka being a mentor to him, and going into all the times, you know, that he was hanging out with them, with the Wild Samoans in there. So I think that it was good for Punk in the sense that, he went way too far on Roman in the previous week, and Punk realized that, and he wanted to try to salvage the situation. But then Jimmy and Jay came out, and Jay sort of put Punk out of his remorse idea and back on the defensive into his, I'm going to stir some more shit.
I see it as I have a feeling we get the same apology whether Jimmy and Jay come out or not.
Possibly, yeah.
I think it's just who CM Punk is.
Yeah.
Like he's a shit stirrer. He's going to say the shit that's going to shock everybody. Yeah. I think that I get what you're saying, and I get what you're saying. But I even think all the setup that he did in his original before the Usos came out was all just bullshit. That he was coming back to just say something even worse because that's what CM Punk does.
I can see that too. Yeah, because the way that he gave the apology, It was
Yeah.
all about having respect for the Wild Samoans
Yeah.
while
Definitely has respect for
still while still crapping on Roman and
Right.
Jimmy and Jay.
And you know, and like I said, I like the thought process that this could eventually lead to a confrontation between CM Punk and The Rock eventually, but we'll see. We'll see how things how all that
I'm
boils
just
out.
wondering if now I don't want to see like the entire bloodline brought back, but
Yeah.
like
Well, we're gonna get to a story that I read about that right after we get done with SmackDown.
okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
yeah.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
saw that. So
So okay, so here we go. Next up is the Friday Night SmackDown that happened night before last. Now that was in Phoenix, I believe. Yes, it was. Because one of the highlights of the show was the return of the Bella Twins as contenders in the women's tag team division. They are they said they've spoken to Nick Aldis, and basically they had next up between the winners of Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss and the Irresistible Forces, Lash Legend and Nia Jax. It was a great match. You don't like that? You don't like the Irresistible Forces?
Yeah, it could have been something. They could have come up with something irresistible. Come on, bro. It doesn't sound. I mean, it sounds like a B. It sounds like a B-rated, superhero team. You know what I'm saying? Like on the lower tier. You know what I mean? Like somebody could have came up with something. Because she's the irresistible. She's the irresistible. She's the irresistible force. Why would you just put an S at the end of forces and then just make them that duo? No, somebody need to get their creative juices going, man.
It's the Lone Rangers.
But if it was Vince, it would have been the big women. Or they would have been something like the Amazonians. They come out doing hakus before every match. That's what Vince would have them doing. Nah, I'm just playing with you. But at the end of the day, I feel y'all. Like, it's been an interesting ride watching what the development with the Usos. But I think they're getting back to something, and we'll get to this after we get done talking SmackDown. But these women in this tag team division, here's the thing about it. First of all, based on let's first hit on based on the results of the tag team title match on SmackDown, I believe we're probably getting a triple threat, if not more, for the women's tag team titles, like a tornado match, a tag team turmoil tornado match. I don't know, but at WrestleMania for the women's tag team titles, I think we're building to something, either a triple threat or like more tag teams are going to be involved.
Right.
And so that was the Bellas, because they got involved. And I'm sorry, but the Charlotte Flair is about the only one of all the women that was around there that didn't look tiny next to Nia Jackson, Last Legend. Yep. Both Brie and Nikki Bella both look tiny. And Alexa Bliss, I love her tiny ass, but she tiny already. And then she looks even more tiny standing next to Nia Jax. And I'm not saying this in a bad way. I'm just saying, good Lord. Saint disappeared on us.
I'm right here. Just trying to reach for something. Okay.
I'm like, where'd he go? All right. So that was the first thing out of SmackDown. And then the next thing was SmackDown opened kind of interestingly this week, as Drew McIntyre came out and threw a hissy fit, got in the ring, and told Nick Aldis he better make it right. The fact that he lost his belt to Cody, because he should have never lost his belt to Cody. But all these people getting involved and everything else like that, it caused him to lose his belt. Nick Aldis better make it right. Nick Aldis comes out and goes, bro, like, you lost. Basically, to sum it up, bro, you lost. Get over it.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not giving you another shot. I'm not going to strip Cody of the belt. Sorry. WrestleMania is set. And as he tells him that, guess who comes running out? Not me, my boy.
Yeah.
Jacob Fatu comes out and looks McIntyre dead in the eye and tells him, "You blaming everybody else for why you failed last week, except for the man that cost you the title. Me." Stood right in his face. Basically said, "What you gonna do about it?" Drew McIntyre looked Drew McIntyre looked Jacob Fatu dead in his eye and went, I'm sick of all of you. You, Cody, all of you. Walked directly over to Nick Aldis and said, "I quit," and walks out through the crowd, leaving everybody to believe that he had quit WWE. Within 5 seconds of that segment airing on SmackDown, there was already a Drew McIntyre is elite, is all elite poster up on X that he was supposedly going to AEW. We'll get to that later on in the show.
Yeah.
Anyway, we also had Trick Williams.
I'm sorry. That's funny to me.
We also had Jacob Fatu end up facing Trick Williams because as Jacob was campaigning with Nick Aldis to get himself a match against Drew McIntyre, Trick Williams interrupted and decided to talk big to the Samoan Werewolf. Yeah.
Whoop that trick.
Yeah.
Whoop that trick.
You want to leave Jacob Fatu alone.
Whoop that. Yeah.
Whoop that trick.
It's part of that. It's part of that whoop that trick type of philosophy.
Well, them lemon pepper steppers gonna be going up your chocolate flavored behind. Anyway, I will say so. Yeah, it was a great matchup in general. That ironically, of all things, Trick Williams ended up winning, as Trick ended up getting the victory over Jacob Fatu because the recently unemployed Drew McIntyre decided to hop the railing and distract Jacob and get involved in his match and cost him his match and leave him laying for Trick Williams to pin. For Booker, I mean Trick Williams to win. For those of you who don't know that reference, I want you to go look up a wrestler by the name of Booker T. Then go watch a Trick Williams match.
Five-time world champion.
And if you can't
that sounds like the Booker T shit that happened when he came to the Invasion. I'm the 5-time WCW world champion, sucker. You know, like what?
They supposed to be having Booker T appreciation night on Tuesday on NXT.
Really?
Man,
yeah, he's a commentator down there. Yeah. But I think Trick Williams actually did train at Booker T's wrestling school down in Texas.
Yeah, same with Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, so it's very well true that he could have learned from Booker T how to be exactly like Booker T, to be himself. But all right, so we also had let me see the biggest moments of tonight, and we'll start with the interaction between Cody and Sami Zayn. In which Cody
that speech
fed up with Sami and feeling like Sami is basically tiptoeing around subjects and not asking for what he wants, which Cody thinks he wants a shot at the WWE title. And yeah, Sami Zayn fucked up by telling Cody Rhodes that he didn't look up to him. The reason why he didn't look up to him is because they are friends, and friends should be equals. Gentlemen, what do you think about this segment between Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes?
He was kissing ass to me. I don't know, because he went and said the same thing to Orton. So I mean, like, what's the dealio, man? But I don't know, Cody. I don't know. Cody's kind of like he's getting ready to walk into that, into that
Viper pit.
That no, not that Viper pit, but that crybaby Cody. Kind of like he's walking that He's walking that thin line. He needs to watch it, Raheem. He needs to watch it.
Mm-mm.
I kind of think that Sammy is fulfilling the Mick Foley mankind, just happy, extreme
Yeah.
guy. Just
Yeah.
trying to be nice to everybody, and
I think it's a little bit more nuanced than that. I think we're slowly seeing we're seeing a slow burn heel turn for Sami Zayn.
that too.
I think we're slowly seeing him break.
Yeah,
Is what we're witnessing. This is why you see those little fits after every interaction. Like his brain is telling him not to say shit while the shit's coming out of his mouth.
right.
And I think we're slowly seeing a snapping type storyline with Sami Zayn. But we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. Another couple of good matches just to give honorable mention. Your Jade Cargill, the WWE Women's Champion, taking on Michin, a match that turned into a squash match kind of midway through the match as Jade Cargill took control. You also had Tiffany Stratton defeat Kiana James, hopefully getting herself a United States title match at WrestleMania. I think that's going to be the feud. Is Julia versus Tiffy time. You also had
It's
a
Tiffy
tag team
time.
match, two tag team matches, one between Uncle Howdy and Eric Rowan of the Wyatt Six, and Solo Sikoa and Tamatanga of the MFTs. A match actually won again by the Wyatt Six. Like, people pay attention to that. Uncle Howdy beat Solo Sikoa last week in the actual match, despite Solo and company walking away with the lantern.
Yeah.
Again, this week, the Wyatt Six won the match despite the fact that Solo walked away with the lantern. Solo and the MFTs walked away with the lantern.
Mhm.
So, what's up?
I'm saying, there needs to be a WrestleMania match. Okay. White Six, MFTs, and AAA's Psycho Circus. 6-on-6-on-6 tornado tag team.
Yeah, you might as well just have a brawl, because if you're in
Yeah.
the tornado tag, then nobody got to tag in and out, so they can, and there's no disqualification, so they might as well just be in a brawl, an all-out brawl, team brawl.
I mean, I
put
know
them in War Games. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
that would be a better option. I agree. I know I keep pitching it, and I agree that it'd be a nightmare for camera work and choreographing it, but the draw would just be astronomical.
Okay.
I could see that. And then, in what is my favorite new tag team of the year, the number one contenders for the MFT's WWE tag team titles, Damian Priest and R-Truth, took on Los Garza and got the win, same way as they did last week over Los Garza, with the South of Heaven and Attitude Adjustment combo for the double pin. And I am definitely loving this tag team. What's up, fellas? Any thoughts?
Hell yeah. I mean, he is like R-Truth comes out bald headed, just like looking extra mean, and like he's not R-Truth, but that South of Heaven move with him and Damian Priest was like top notch, like in sync, like boom.
I mean,
You
R-Truth,
win.
yeah. R-Truth is just the consummate reliable veteran here. Not shading Damian Priest, because he's put in his time and he's done a lot of great work too. But just R-Truth always delivers, and always delivers the unexpected.
Yep.
You don't
100%.
know what he's going to do in any given moment.
And like I said, he works well with anybody. I think he's showing that. But yeah, so I hope they go on to win the tag team titles off the MFTs at WrestleMania. I can't wait till they start kicking in that feud. But the last thing that happened on SmackDown in the last, sorry, we won't skip over this. This was critical to the last part too. But the Miz TV bit with Jelly Roll. I liked it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was a great way to reintroduce Jelly Roll to the WWE audience because I believe he's probably going to have a match at WrestleMania. The man's lost like 280 pounds. Like,
Wow.
that is,
Yeah.
that
He's
is
continuing
wow.
to drop. Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's interesting.
You lost a whole nother human being, bro.
Mhm.
Like you lost a whole nother human being. That's insane. So definitely bravo to him.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I do like the fact that the Miz and Kit Wilson ended up getting their butts kicked, or they look like the scared cowards. But the fat shaming stuff was like, I don't know if I was feeling it, but overall, I liked the segment in general, the way they made Jelly Roll look, etc.
yeah.
Well, of course, it's going to be shaming and all that other kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put this out because this is related to Danhauser breaking into Raw. Can you guys imagine if Andy Kaufman were still alive today? What he would be up to in WWE?
I think he'd be almost 80 years old, so I don't know if there'd be much he'd be up to in WWE.
Yeah.
But I think had he lived longer than he did live, we definitely have more stuff.
He'd be Ric Flair territory. I agree, but I don't think he'd be that old. But just
I would need answers. I would definitely need answers.
So but no, yes, and just so you guys know, before the Miz went out and got knocked out by Jelly Roll, he was cursed by Danhausen for not accepting to be his mentor.
Yeah,
he told him. He said, if you do not do this for me, you are cursed. He told him.
Yeah, I finally come to figure out how to encapsulate how I see Danhausen.
Okay.
It's Beavis cosplaying as Sting.
I can see that. I can see that a little bit.
Yeah, it still just doesn't hit me.
I don't know.
I mean, props to him. He's got heat. He's got audience. He's got. I'm not hating on the guy. It's a gimmick that's not hitting me for various
reasons. And that's the and that's the thing. Here's the thing with the gimmick, and we'll
Repo Man.
We'll state it again. It's some are gonna hit you, some are not. Like, that's why there's a variety of wrestlers, so that everybody can kind of have their flavor of what style of wrestler or what type of personality that they like. And yeah, Danhausen's not for everybody. I enjoy it. I enjoy him, but that's because this is the first time I'm really being exposed to him in general, and I've heard a lot of good things about him.
Yeah.
And so far, I wouldn't necessarily say like with a solid gavel strike that he's lived up to the hype, but I think that he's slowly but surely growing on the WWE audience, and they definitely love him. I think he's going to sell a lot of shirts and toys to kids, because he's very good evil, so like, like he
kind of reminds me of a wrestler named the Repo Man, just without the makeup. Do you remember that guy?
Yeah,
he had the hangman's noose. And he just wore nothing but a trench coat and a burglar's mask, and like he was off the chain, but he would talk some shit, and then he'd be like, you know what I mean? Like,
I saw an article that really said it best. If WWE was to write Danhausen perfectly as a character, you write him like Santino Marella. A comedy act wrestler that, or R-Truth, a comedy act wrestler that can actually get in there and go. Because from what I've heard, Danhausen can actually wrestle. So you want to book him in matches. Like I said, he's probably not winning the WWE title anytime soon, or at all. But you can have him in matches and feuds for the IC title, for like he curses the champ because he's coming after the belt. Like you can have all kinds of storylines like that.
Yeah. But I do like some of the comedy acts that can actually wrestle. Like, for example, I'm a mark for Mr. Iguana.
Yeah.
Love that. By the way, getting back to Raw, the Penta El Grande Americano. When Penta knocks down El Grossa Americano, he does the Mr. Iguana, throws a hose on his back. So yeah,
yeah, that was nice. That was nice. All right, so let's close out the SmackDown talk with the biggest story that came out of SmackDown, and that was Randy Orton's heel turn on our road to WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes asked for the Viper.
Not been a heel. In a way.
Yeah, actually, he's been a good guy recently.
He's been.
But yeah, well, he will always be a tweener.
Yeah.
But recently, he's leaned more towards the babyface side. But just the same, Orton, Cody Rhodes asked for the Viper. Cody Rhodes asked for the Legendary. Cody Rhodes asked for the best version of Randy Orton that has ever existed, and Cody Rhodes got exactly that.
He got that. When you listen, when he was standing up there, he was contemplating his fate and his decisions. He knew that right now his theme will be sung graciously and all that other kind of stuff. But now when he comes in there, turns the tide, gives it the heel turn, folks were booing. Folks kind of were like,
oh yeah,
yelling,
low
key, but man, I was like, yeah. And I'm going Orton because I want to see him have the title just one more time.
Yeah,
and Randy's for the week before WrestleMania.
And Randy's also won like how many wins is he behind Cena? He's like the closest active wrestler
to Cena's
record.
I believe so. Yeah.
I don't think Orton's going to break or even tie Cena's records. They won't let him do that. But I think he'll retire with one away from Cena.
Yeah, I think that. Well, you mean the championship reigns? Like he's at what? Yeah. Champion Cena. I could see Orton winning 3 more.
Yeah,
I think I could see him being booked to win 3 more and surpassing Cena, but I don't think we'll see it anytime soon. It's not like he'll win the belt at Mania and then drop it.
He's got another couple of years left in him.
Like, yeah, he's still got another couple of years.
I think
he's one of the better.
I don't think he'll take Cena down though.
No, he won't. He'll
Yeah, you don't think he'll reach 18? It's possible. If he gets to 15, 18 is within reach.
Yeah, I think
so
that
18 is definitely within reach.
Like I said, I think he'll end up at Ric Flair's number. And I think that's going to be the high water mark for wrestlers for the championships.
Well, we will see. All right. So here's a couple of final fire away subjects before we jump into video games, Tech Tinker's favorite part of the show.
Yeah. Almost there, Tech.
Almost there. There was a room. This is what I was talking to you about WrestleMania with with Roman Reigns and Uso.
Yeah.
But there is a rumor floating around right now that the plan is for WrestleMania to end WrestleMania either night 1 or night 2 with Roman Reigns standing tall with the World Heavyweight Championships being sided by the Usos holding the WWE World Heavyweight Tag Team Championships.
Yeah.
And putting together, basically bringing in OG, 3-member OG babyface bloodline to Raw. I could see it happening.
Mm-hmm.
I could definitely see Roman's taken a couple of years off since he dropped the title to Cody. I think the bloodline storyline will go over well now. Yeah. What are your thoughts, Dave?
I can totally see it, especially getting that synergy with the Street Fighter movie with Roman, and yeah, it opens up a lot more possibilities. Like I said, the mini bloodline.
No, 100%. And Saint, any thoughts on an OG bloodline babyface version?
Yeah, it could happen. I could see it. I could see it for a short while, but I can see it.
Yeah,
definitely. You want to know what's funny? Is playing WWE 2K25 the other day. I noticed I was playing a part of the My Rise storyline in which uh, I was trying to team up with the Usos, and they were coming back together. And I just realized something when I was watching a segment go by as they showed the Usos coming in, and they played their old theme song. Jay Uso's current theme song is exactly the same
Mm-hmm.
as the Usos' old theme song. Just changes one word. Instead of saying we've been down since day one ish, it says
Mhm.
it's me, Us, day one ish. Like that's literally the only difference. But it's basically the same beat, the same lyrics for the most part. I'm just like, okay, you didn't get too far away from your family there, bro. Like, it's just supposed to be you. Shouldn't you have something new? I don't know. That's just me. Anyway, it looks like that's
Uso!
going, and then
Don't underestimate the power of brands.
that's true. That's true. Uh, yeah, I will admit it uh, when I was reading through the comment section of one wrestling page, it did have me dying when it said that why the hell did they come out to a song to Jay Uso's song where it says it's just me, Us, and but they're a tag team. He's like, that don't make no sense, and I'm like, you kind of got a point there.
It's just
He's
us,
out,
Us.
he's out of line, but he's right. Anyway, and then we got two more stories here real quick. We'll blaze through. The first one being, did you guys get to see the video that was traveling around online of Kane going all big red machine at one of his mayoral events and actually putting a person through a table?
Not
The
surprising.
guy,
Yeah.
yeah, he's giving a speech and he's talking about this and that for his town in Tennessee where he's the mayor. And the guy, like the stagehand comes and interrupts him. And he's like, do you know who I am? He's like, yes, sir, you're the mayor. He's like, no. And he reaches down and grabs a bag out and pulls the old Kane mask out and puts it on. And all of a sudden the lights go red and he goes chasing after the guy, picks him up, slams him through a table, and then turns around, takes the mask off. And as soon as he takes the mask off, the lights go back to white. And he puts the mask back down in the bag. He continues on with his speech. I'm like, I guess we
I
gotta
need
stay
to see
relevant
that.
somehow, huh?
I need to see that.
Yeah.
I need to see that.
Let's see.
That's some attitude era shit, bro.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here we go. Come on. Where is it at? Oh, I gotta do that. There we go. Here you go. Here you go, Saint. Of course, we got no audio though. He's like, do you know who I am?
I mean, he's giving his constituents what they want.
Dude was probably liberal or part of the LGBTQ community. Anyway, and then he goes right back to talking. Yeah. So there you go. That's what do you think of that, Saint?
It was a funny bit, but without hearing it, I'd have to. I mean, it was.
He wasn't talking about anything important. He was just talking about making better streets and schools for his community and blah blah blah.
Right.
Mayor shit.
Mayor
but all right. So then the final story we have a little bit of time for was, I don't know, the IWC, as finicky as they are, kind of split on this. One side is mad at the wrestlers for continuing to wrestle. The other understands that sometimes, like, your first thought in that moment is the show must go on. Yeah. But after a accidental hit to a ref in a match, where was it, Dave, again?
I think it was Ohio Valley Wrestling.
Yeah. A gentleman one of the reps got hit and he dropped it to the mat and immediately went into a seizure. To which the wrestlers continued wrestling. Like I said, some people were trying to come down on the wrestlers, saying that it was heartless of them to keep going. But you're constantly taught in school, like no matter what happens, the show must go on. You keep
Right.
going.
Yeah.
You know. And so, like, yeah, like it sucked that they kept going, but that's just part of entertainment.
Yeah.
I hate to say it.
It's one of those things. It could have gone either way.
Yeah.
It could have gone either way. I mean, I understand that they kept going. I also understand the point that they should have stopped and gotten medical attention. You know, matches have been stopped for less kayfabe than that.
Yeah. True. Very true. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So that will wrap us up. Any thoughts on that situation there, Saint?
Hey, it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
I guess that sums it up. That'll take us into Tech Tinker's favorite part of the show. Video games. All right, and we open up with another story about Cyberpunk 2077.
That's right.
The redemption is complete. You can now literally crap yourself to death with an alarmingly well thought out mod. Dave, please tell us.
Okay, so, you know, in an open world game, is survival mode just not realistic for you? Where you're forced to eat, drink, and sleep? Well, now thanks to a mod for Cyberpunk 2077, you also have to shit at random times.
Wow.
And if you're holding it in, bad things start to happen.
Wow. You die of dysentery?
Just about.
That's just that's just too much.
Yeah, it's like who asked for this? Who?
It reminds me.
Fine, but just.
It reminds me of a scene in one of my favorite shows called The Good Place, in which they are in what's called the accounting office, where everybody's actions are given points and value and so on and so forth to help determine whether they go up or they go down. And at one point, one of the characters asks another one of the characters, when the human goes like, what is it about humans that every time they discover something new, it has to be used for some perverted sexual thing?
Mm-hmm.
To which promptly right afterwards, a guy who's responsible for perverted sexual things that humans come up with and tracking them and assigning them points, walks in with a stack full of papers and goes, I've gotten 1,700 new sexual things in the past like 30 minutes. And the guy goes, Burning Man. Yes, Burning Man has started. Yes. You'll be all right. And sends him off. But it's just really.
Really, yeah. And like I said, who was asking for something like this? And more importantly, okay, you guys have gone through character creation in Cyberpunk 2077, right?
I have not. But
okay. This is a game where you are able to, the base game, you are able to determine the genitalia of your character for when they're naked.
Oh my God.
Okay.
What?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
And getting
your mama saw your mako saw.
Getting back to the original Cyberpunk tabletop role-playing game, one of the most infamous pieces of cyberware that you can get is called the Mr. Stud implant, with the tagline, all night, every night, and she'll never know the difference. That's just sitting there, right there, guys. And nobody's modded that into the game yet. I'm just saying. Okay.
I am perturbed, disturbed, and yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like,
kind of
huh?
Yep.
Like it's like this. Look, I'm a sports fan guy. I'm a sports video game guy. So I've spent the better part of my life asking for more realistic video.
There's something to be. There's sometimes there's too much realism.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
It's like
Just
there's a reason why in movies you don't have scenes where the main characters are pausing to take a crap or a leak.
Yep.
It's not
It's
not the important action.
right. It slows down the pace of the movie and
Exactly.
gives you inconsequential stuff.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, like go download the mod and shit yourself to death
Nope.
if that's what you're into.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah.
All right. So this second story
You're
up.
weeping for humanity.
Steam game listings, archives, knockoff Singularity by aping Pokemon, Zelda, and even Overwatch designs with shamelessness Power World could only dream of.
God, yeah.
What is this, sir?
This is a game called Pikmon. Pickmon.
Okay.
Which came out last week. And there are no words. Okay. I mean, down in the article, Dark Lord, there's a picture. I don't know how to put the picture in for the viewers to see, but
What?
a big screen picture that literally it could be from Pokemon. It could even be from Pal World.
Talking about that one?
No, down further. That one right there. Up, back up.
This one?
One above, no, one above the fort. One more up. That one right there.
That's the top. This one right here?
That one right there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
That
I could see, yeah.
If you came in blind and I asked you, what game is this from?
Pokemon would be my first, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it looks like it's directly from Pokemon.
Yes.
Like people, yeah. Like I said, we're getting to a point where people are shamelessly doing stuff.
Exactly.
Like they just don't care if they get caught. They genuinely don't.
They really don't.
All right.
Oh, and also in that picture from PCGamer.com, their analysis, the tower in that picture, the tower nearby is capped with an Final Fantasy 14 Aetherite for good measure.
They say
for
yeah,
good measure.
Yeah, they throwing Final Fantasy in there for good measure. If they're gonna steal from everybody, they're gonna steal from everybody. That's interesting.
Everybody in the film getting tips.
No. And
all right, so
there's more. There's so much more that PC Gamer goes into in showing just how this is going in there.
Yeah, how these two are exactly alike.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the next big we now have a release date for Marvel's Wolverine, and it will be September 16th, 2026.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, are you did they already take your money for the pre-order, or are you gonna wait on this one?
As soon as I can, I'm gonna pre-order it soon.
Yeah. Same here. And just a reminder for our viewers, this Wolverine game is coming from Insomniac Game, aka the folks who brought us Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, and Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Nice. So they got a good track record.
They've got a
That's good.
fantastic track record.
Yeah, they
It's
do.
safe to say that this one will be worth playing.
So imagine instead of all that acrobatic ground fighting that you can have Spidey do, it's now
Mhm.
Wolverine claw slashes.
That's going to be awesome.
You're
Wasn't
just
the Avengers
Take that.
game kind of like that?
Yeah, it was the Crystal Dynamics Avengers game.
Yeah.
It was.
Okay.
I think
I
you know-
played. I liked it, but
it was okay.
What you mean the Crystal? What you mean the Avengers?
Yeah, Marvel's The Avengers from Crystal Dynamics.
You know what? I will say this: it wasn't bad.
Bad. It just wasn't.
It just wasn't the game we really needed at the
Right.
moment. And
fair enough.
considering because it depends on which version you played, because Spider-Man was included into the PlayStation version, so it was kind of like
like when that game, when the trailer for the Avengers game first announced, I joked with friend of the show Jamil that it's like, dude, you're going to pre-order this just because it opens up with San Francisco getting destroyed, aren't you?
San Francisco. Awesome. All right. So this is another one that will make Jamil happy and Saint as well. Dave, brought to us by you that PlayStation Now, XCOM 2, Another World, and more are joining streaming lineup on PlayStation, right?
Yes.
On the PS Plus membership.
Yes. Okay, so right now on PlayStation, if you have PlayStation Plus, you can stream for free XCOM Enemy Within, XCOM Enemy Unknown, or the combo. So it's XCOM Enemy Within complete. And XCOM 2 will be added to that streaming list in August.
okay.
Nice.
Well, because I have the XCOM games, so
Yeah, but I have them on my PS3. I have the discs, so
I got PC.
yeah.
Well, XCOM 1 on PC and XCOM 2 for the
Yes.
for the PC or for the PlayStation.
Right.
Nice.
But it's also coming along with Another World 20th Anniversary Edition,
Okay.
Cartoon Network Battle Crashers,
Nice.
Tohu Scarlet Curiosity, which is Japanese action RPG, and Warhammer 40K Death Watch, which is a turn-based strategy game where you cleanse Xenos mutants and chaos. Yeah.
Oh, sounds like something I'd be interested in playing, to tell you, sir.
Oh yeah.
We shall see.
Check it out. Okay.
A remaster and the final story out of.
Guilty, and with that upgrade, we're going to also get a PS3 to PS4 upgrade of Guilty Gear XRD Revelator.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, and then let's see. The final subject of today is a little game known as Marathon.
That's right.
Dropped on the PlayStation this week. Saint, you're old enough to remember this game.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm swinging wide. Anyway, but no. Well, can you tell us anything about Marathon? Do you know? Because I've never.
A long time ago, man. I would have to hit a refresher course for that.
I played the shit out of that game in college.
Yeah.
Because Cal State Hayward at the dorms, we didn't have a PC computer lab. We had Macintosh, which was overseen and run by our good dear departed friend Kyle.
Okay.
He was running all that for the dorm, and Marathon was literally the first big AAA game for Macintosh
Right.
because Apple didn't want to be known as a gaming computer. They wanted to be serious business education computer. And
they
they
certainly
lost,
did for a little bit.
and they did, and Marathon was part of that.
Yeah.
But it was Marathon was the Mac version of Doom. It was to Mac what Doom was to PC.
Gotcha.
Full 3D player, and it improved stuff that Doom didn't do. Okay, Marathon and Marathon 2, you could go around dual wielding pistols. You could go around dual wielding shotguns. When you were restocking ammunition on shotguns, you do trigger guard loop flip in the game. So blam, 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 flip, flip, blam, 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 flip.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So it was fantastic. This was by Bungie. This was the game that put Bungie on the map and led to them creating Halo.
Okay.
There are also low-key ties to Halo in the game.
In the game?
That never really got totally cemented. But this is a new version of Marathon, brand spanking new for the new consoles for PlayStation and Xbox XS to allow you guys to play it. And yeah, check it out. I totally recommend it. It is fantastic. And we're talking like at least a decade before we had Gladys in Half-Life. We had Durandal in Marathon.
Okay.
It's like a psychotic AI.
Psychotic AI?
Yes.
Psychotic
manipulating everything to its own ends.
Well, it will be out. It should be on
It
PS5
is on
now.
PlayStation right now.
So, and then last thing to talk about is, gentlemen, just a side subject before we jump into where can we find you next. Last subject, Invincible Season 4 drops this week. I believe on the 18th. And then we have Daredevil coming up the week. Invincible Season 4 drops this week on Wednesday on Prime. And then we have Daredevil Season 2, Born Again Season 2 that drops next week.
Have you guys seen the new trailer for Daredevil Season 2?
I have not.
Oh my gosh. So we've got the lineup. Okay. And Matt's Army is going to be him, Jessica Jones, and White Tiger, the niece from season 1, is going to take up the mantle and the amulet and join in. We get to see her in action too.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
No word about Punisher. But the other reason to be excited about this is that in the comics, when Mayor Fisk finally gets dethroned in the comics, he is followed up by Mayor Luke Cage.
I wouldn't mind seeing it.
Another reason to get Mike Coulter back. It would fulfill his conditions for returning to the role.
I could see it.
Okay.
I would love to see it.
I would absolutely freaking love. But there's speculation that we're going to get all the other side characters that we've seen show up in the Disney Plus MCU for street level, like swordsmen, show up and join the Resistance.
I can dig it.
Mayor Fisk.
Yep.
I can dig it. All right. So that will take us into our final segment of the show. Where can we find you next? We're a segment where we tell you where you can find us next and on which platforms. Saint, go ahead and kick us off and let us know what's up with you.
All right, so I will be because I didn't get a chance to really do anything these past couple of days. I'm probably going to be running a tight game stream, but I am going to be running a little bit of music because I do have a little bit of music. So probably going to be running an NVT fusion, and that depends on what happens after the classroom. So
All right. Dave?
Okay, yeah, I know I've missed 2 night shifts on Friday and Saturday because Friday wore me the fuck out. I am still feeling the burn in my legs and my torso from what I went through on Friday. And I'm not going to get into it, but just reality's been wearing me down. But I will be on the night shift tonight. I'm going to get back into Fallout 76 tonight, and then tomorrow night get back on schedule with Horizon Forbidden West.
There you go. As for me, you can find me in about an hour and 45 minutes right here on Twitch and YouTube, First GenXers or Double KK Double Network, for Le Classroom, featuring this week O'Malley and myself talking NFL offseason, free trades, free agency, as well as NBA season, late season push, what's going on with the Warriors, and also a little World Baseball Classic tonight. That's at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on Twitch, YouTube, or YouTube First GenXers or YouTube Double KK Double Network. You can also find this lovely podcast every Friday on Spotify. Just search for the Cheap Pop Podcast and press play, and you'll find us there. Or you can go to my website, 2kk2network.com. We'll always have the most recent episode posted as well. All right, that'll do it for us for this week, gentlemen. Any last words before we say goodbye?
stay liquid.
Yep. Stay
Sounds
aware. Stay, keep watching us. We got stuff we're headed towards. How far away are we from episode number 100?
We are 6 episodes away. 6 episodes.
6 and
So
counting.
get your ideas in. If you want to put some ideas in for our, you can email those ideas to either firstgenxers@gmail.com or 2kk2network@gmail.com. And we will take all ideas of something special to do for that 100th show. Y'all have a good one.
Keep subscribing because we're on the road to 1,000.
Yep.
Definitely for that.
Like and subscribe button. All right. We out.
Peace.
All right. Out.